Joel Klatt is here on the show. I don't know how much NBA playoffs you're tuned into. It could be 0.0, whatever.
I mean, if it's not film, getting ready for next week.
Totally get it. But, for me hosting this show, I'm locked in on that, too.
I get it.
7 NBA playoff games this past weekend, 1 more to go. And I'm like, really? All right, I'll do it. It's Denver. It's Denver versus Minnesota. Then the game comes on. And the voice I heard calling it was Gus Johnson.
Oh, it doesn't sound good.
I just took the remote and put it down.
Good for you. I love Gus.
The thing that was, I guess is how, one would say, Chris, is this wrong to say this, how poorly the Timberwolves are playing, is that the Gus Johnson game didn't come down to the last shot?
Didn't even come down to it.
I mean, that's how,
not even Gus
he couldn't
help
even,
the
he couldn't even.
That's.
Do you ever look at Gus sometimes and just go, it's you, right? It's him. Is it him with these games? I hope for it every single week, yes,
because I will be honest, like when we get a dud, I feel so bad for him.
It ruins his brain.
I'm just like, man, like this sucks for you. I'm so sorry. It's like I'm disappointing him on the field,
Oh my gosh.
He is
electric. Right?
He's electric, and you know what? I'd love to say something else too, because yes, he's electric, and the calls are amazing. I will say this, that because he's so good in that regard,
mm-hmm.
I don't think he gets enough credit for how technically sound he is at what he does.
Agreed.
His timing is impeccable. He's got great editorial sense. He'll call me off of things, and I'm like, boy, that was really smart. And because he just understands it.
Hold on one second in that respect, because that's phenomenal, fascinating. Joel Klatt is here on the Rich Eisen Show. We were just explaining on the Roku channel stream about Gus Johnson, his partner on Fox Sports. Certainly the big game on Saturday. His brilliance. What do you mean he calls you off of stuff? What do you mean by that?
I get so enthralled and deep into the football and the matchup and this, and so I can think to myself, like, I can't wait to talk about this, like, nose guard matchup, and that's where the run game is. And he'd be like, hey, youngster, and he kind of like rubs his head, like this, and he's like, hey, young buck, we got to make stars. He's like, guards aren't stars. We're talking about Will Johnson, the corner. We're talking about, the quarterbacks. Yes, and he's right. He's right in that sense.
Young buck.
Yeah, he does. But he's phenomenal. He's taught me so much about this industry. We talk a lot about rhythm. I think one of the reasons why we've worked so well is that he taught me that doing a game is equal parts 2 things. 1, listening, and 2, double dutch. He's like, don't trip the rope. There's 2 going. And he's always just said, he's like, don't trip the rope. He's like, slide in, get going, and then get out. And I think that's what makes the rhythm of our game good. Like, I really do, is there's that sense. He's unbelievable. For as much as all of you love Gus Johnson, I love him even more.
Well, I mean, because we got to have him here in studio. When was that? Right before Michigan, Ohio State. Yeah. We sent him to the airport. I think he was going to Columbus right after that, and he hung with us for like an hour, and he was awesome.
Yeah, he's great.
As soon as he walked on the set, and then I love that phrase. That works for us here too. Don't trip the rope. Honestly, because that's what we do. We're here every day. We're chopping it up every day.
Yeah, you got to get in there, get going. You got to do it, and then jump out. There are times though.
Yes.
When I look over and he's just looking at me, and I'm like, I just tripped the rope. I got it.
You don't want to let him down?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
My bad.
Joel Klatt here on the Rich Eisen Show.
He's phenomenal.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.